Let's go State. Let's go State. Leighton, it's Championship Monday. You knew about Championship Sunday. You didn't know anything about Championship Monday. This is back to work. Josh McCouga, Leighton Batiste. After your NFL playoff games, two of the best You know what, dude? We had some like real clunkers of playoff games this year. Some really bad ones, right? Especially in the wild card round, which is super disappointing. But those championship games yesterday were absolute fire. Just like rock, paper, really scissors coming straight to your face in fan-controlled football season 3 coming this summer 2024. Get your eyeballs and ear holes ready. Coming in hot. We don't have an exact date yet, but I promise we will soon. Good to see you, Lay. How was how did you watch the what's up, Aiden Agson? Pop in chat, say hello. Welcome to a Monday. We're gonna be doing what's up with the duck? We're gonna try and do as many polls during back to work on the app as possible, so you guys can earn some points because we're not watching a live game at the moment. But we're gonna try and do polls. So if you guys want a poll put in the app, throw it in the chat. Right? If you have an idea for a poll, throw it in the chat. The mastermind, the ruthless one, the Gandalf to our Frodo and Samwise Gamgee. We'll put it up on the app. How else would you describe Jess Samola's leadership amongst you and I? Is it like I'm saying
the Harry to our no, she's the Hermione to our Harry and Ron.
There you go. Nailed it. Crush that. Is she the captain to our Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett and Bad Boys? Is she the captain?
Yeah, have to. Yep.
Yes. Yep. Oh, Woody the Duck is T Swizzle, aka Taylor Swift, ruining football. Wow. Coming in real hot. You know really how to push.
We settled this yesterday on the live watch party.
You're just really trying to goat me. I get it. You're trying to goat me in there. You're trying to really just poke the bear. Today we're going to talk a lot about NFL playoffs, obviously, and what we think about the Super Bowl. Next week we're going to do a huge Super Bowl-ish preview. I'm sure we'll talk all about it on Thursday on this fan controlled show because Jeff is a giant 49ers fan. We'll try and put a ton of different prop bets in. I'm more than likely I'll probably be the only one on stream during the Super Bowl. You know what would be really nice though, Leighton, is if you could send me whatever food you have at your party.
I could do that. Or what I could do is take a picture of each one and then like put it in the app, good or not. Let the fans vote. Like, was this good? Was it not? And make it a pick, and then I can tell you, like, no, this was trash.
Yep, that's really good. That's really, really good. I think that's what, because I make a really good buffalo chicken dip, and I was thinking about making it just for like myself, but there is easily 30,000 calories in one dip, and I know I could finish it over like a full Super Bowl. If you really gave me the opportunity, I could finish it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, you gotta have Rotel dip at a Super Bowl party. I like the little, when you take the Hawaiian rolls and turn them into like Philly cheesesteak sliders, you got to do that. Gotta have wings, gotta have pizza, just have everything in all the liquor.
Yes. All the booze, all the things, everything. All at once. If this is your first time, this is Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment, Fan Controlled Football, Fan Controlled Racing, Fan Controlled Sports we can't say yet, but more announcements coming this year. A lot of awesome things hanging behind the scenes. Download that app, getting weird. Woody the Duck saying, got to have Little Smokies. I'm guessing Little Smokies, are those the like the little like ham pigs in a blanket? Is that what Little Smokies are?
Yeah, that's got to be what it is. That's not what I thought it was, but I'm gonna just say yes, that's what it is.
Is there like is like Little Smokies sort of like the Cupies? Would that be a good like high school mascot?
Oh, actually be a really good mascot. Little Smokies, or just the Smokies.
The Smokies. That'd be
a great mascot.
Right? Isn't Tennessee's dog a Smoky? Isn't he?
Yeah, that's like his whole thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Because Georgia has Uga, and then Tennessee has Smokey the dog, right? Little Smokies are brand of the tiny weenies.
Nice.
Tiny weenies makes an act. OVO Ghost in the chat. What's up, Malcolm? Good to see you. Little Smokies would be the middle school mascot. Well said, Freddie. Well said.
That would be really good.
Yeah. Maybe that's the poll. If what kind of animal would a Little Smoky be? Like if it was a
wiener dog. It would have to be a wiener dog, right?
Right? Or would it be like a fiery kind of like a dragon, like he's a little baby dragon, a little Smoky?
Or like I wonder if it would be like a baby bulldog, and then when you get to high school, it's a big bulldog. Like,
well, that's kind of what Freddie Airmail's going at, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Be like a puppy in middle school, like Lil Smokey. And
like
then
in my hometown, even though I didn't go to the public high schools, the middle school's mascot is the Spartans, but the high school is the Raiders.
Huh. That doesn't
I feel like they should be connected some way, right?
Have to.
I don't know what it would be, but
like in my school district, everybody's a Panther. You're all Panthers.
Okay. All right.
You have to be.
It's interesting.
OBO Ghost, a little grizzly bear, like little Smokey the bear. Little Smokey.
Little Smokies.
Smoke dog. Is the bear 2 trademarked? Well, sure, I guess. But yeah.
Maybe. Smokey the bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Nicho or Nico, I'm not sure, 2343. What is happening with fan control football hoops? Do you think we'll see a return start of them? Yes. Football coming this summer, and no announcements on hoops. We had to put that on the back burner. I don't know all of the exact reasons. I can tell you there was some tech hiccups with basketball, and it is a much larger undertaking to do what we want to do for hoops. We just don't want to do like another hoops league that is just kind of gimmicky. We have a very awesome idea for it, and we have an awesome tech aspect to it, and the game board's incredible, but it wasn't ready. So yeah.
I think from the fans' perspective, I understand why it's frustrating, but for us, it's kind of reassuring that, hey, let's put it on the back burner until we can make sure this is like right.
Fire. Yeah. 100%. Freddie Emerald, I liked when LIU, I'm guessing that's Long Island University, consolidated its 2 campuses into one athletic program. The Blackbirds and the Pioneers became the Sharks.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Nicho 2343. Basketball is a faster paced sport. You're right. Which is why our version of basketball was going to look completely different than like every other basketball league. Like literally look different and be completely different. A lot more dynamic action in it. You're not calling plays in basketball, obviously, like you would in football. Or in certain other sports that are a little bit slower, say baseball or cricket or golf, or even racing, where we could do like faster pulls and stuff. But the decision making in basketball, just like it would be in like a hockey or like something of that nature, we had a totally different model for it. And I mean, when it happens, it's going to blow the doors off the place. It's just we got to make it happen. So anyhow, I like the name Sharks for a mascot. But if you are not anywhere near water, you can't be the Sharks. Like Long Island, that makes sense. It's an island. It's near sharks.
Right? Yeah. But like Ole Miss, I don't know if you know this, but their new mascot's a shark. That's their
Ole Miss is?
Yeah. Well, because their mascot was essentially a Confederate general.
Right.
Then they switched it to a black bear. Then there was a big time defensive end or like defensive tackle. His nickname was Land Shark. And then, unfortunately, he passed away. So then the defense, every time they got a tackle, they started putting a fin on their helmet.
Oh, yeah.
They adopted it as their new mascot. So now the new mascot's a shark. And I think they tried to sell away that there's sharks in the Gulf of Mississippi. I mean, the Mississippi River. But whatever. That's their thing now. So when you look at SEC mascots, there's a shark now.
There's a river shark is actually kind of a sick name for.
That is a cool name. River sharks. Oh, I do like river sharks. I think when you put river in front of anything, it sounds cool. Like River Hound.
Yeah. That's the Pittsburgh soccer team.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, or the I believe it's Lafayette or Lehigh River Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. One of those schools is a River Hawk or it's some kind of.
Oh, UMass is the River Hawks. Northeastern State is the River Hawks.
Oh,
yeah, there's a couple of them out here.
Yeah, maybe that's a poll. Does putting river in front of every mascot make it cooler? Yes or no? Well, Leighton, look at the picture used for the Smoky pill. Smoky pull.
Lehigh.
Oh, Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Thanks, Freddie.
Good job.
Dang it. Well, Pittsburgh, there's a ton of mascots that start with some sort of river. There's like river rats. That was like a hold on, let's see what let's pull up full What color is Josh's shirt on the show right now? It's my it's my Josh for Jeopardy. Okay, you got gray. Hold on.
Why is it the GIF? Okay, well, there's Josh's.
It's just butt. You just keep using a GIF of my butt. Stop doing that. What kind of right. Jess, start using like pictures of it.
All right. I have now seen Josh's butt twerk 3 times in a row. Okay.
3 times in a row. Right. Welcome to Back to Work, everybody. Right. Anyway, and thank you, Fan Controlled Sports, AK Jess. Thank you. Yes, today is my birthday, so thank you very much.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot. Oh man, I'm supposed to have a
whole old human. Yeah. The one thing I was going to ask you before we started, do you have like a go-to meal on your birthday, like a go-to cake? Because I feel like that could be like something.
Cake, yes, red velvet. I don't want to talk because I'm afraid it's going to pop up again.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Okay, so red velvet cake for my birthday.
Red velvet cake. All right, so here's the poll. Here's the poll. Because mine is always funfetti. Always funfetti.
Really?
Always. Vanilla funfetti. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So put it up. What's the better cake? Red velvet or vanilla funfetti, or just straight up funfetti? Woody the Duck misses the Schmodown. I guess.
And I haven't had funfetti in a long time.
Oh, it's so good. Hey, Kimmel Jizzle, good to see you, buddy. Freddie, funfetti. Amanda made this banger of a funfetti cake last night, and Rosie, she couldn't help herself. It was on the kitchen table, and she just kept looking at it. She's like, Dada, can I please have cake? Dada, can I please have cake? And I just stopped paying attention to her asking it, and we both turned away from Rosie, and she just full on grabbed a hunk, and she was like, no way you're kidding. And she, oh dude, like it was.
Oh yeah, she's like, okay, you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah. Or I'm going to make your life miserable. Basically.
I can wait for that. I can wait.
We got to give a shout out right now to Crypto Wergen, who's in first place.
Oh, he dumped?
Oh, he's back, baby. Everybody's working for the weekend. And then man, this is gonna be a tough one. If the person that is Eilick could pop into chat and tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then our buddy Cool One is in third place. Now, between second and third place is only separated by 2 whole points, Leighton. 2 points.
I'm looking at it. Wow.
And then our buddy Urson and then D-Factor rounding out the top 5. So congratulations to them. Get in there. OVO Ghost. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Like my go-to meal on my birthday is a steak. I'm going to get a steak tonight. Okay. Yeah. Steak and a couple martinis, maybe, like a good mashed potato, some French fries, and maybe some vanilla ice cream to end, and then obviously top it off with some late night funfetti.
All right, what's your go-to dessert no matter what?
Oh, vanilla ice cream every time.
Okay, cool. We're on the same page.
Yeah, like if I'm in a restaurant,
I'm more cookies and cream, but it has to be ice cream. Like it has to be ice cream. That's my go-to dessert.
Yeah, it's ice cream. I mean, if you go to Shake Shack and you don't get the cookies and cream, it's a wasted trip to Shake Shack.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Nicho 2343. What are your feelings about the Super Bowl matchup? I love it. I do. I really do. There's a ton of hype around this because, first of all, yesterday, Brock Purdy proved that he is trending towards elite, but he solidified himself as great yesterday.
I'm still on the good train. I'll explain later, but go ahead. Okay.
Leighton, he's down 24-7, and he put that team on his back. He made the throws when he needed to make the throws. There was no turnovers. He scrambled a little bit. He showed like he's kind of got like white man wheels. You know what I mean? There wasn't when the Lions were up 24-7 at half. My one buddy who played at Cal, he was quarterback at Cal for 3 or 4 years. I think he followed Aaron Rodgers and was before Jared Goff.
Okay.
And he was like, he loves Goff because he's a Cal guy, right? He went to Cal. Right. And he's like, oh, dude, the Lions have this 20. I was like, I don't know, man. The 49ers, if you give them a window, they're going to jump through it, the whole team. And then we were just like hanging out, weren't paying attention. We're helping he's got a daughter the same age as Rosie. We turned back around 10 minutes later and it's 24-17. And I was like, holy shit, this, and then all of a sudden it's a tie ball game. And I was like, I effing told you. And that was that. Now, did Dan Campbell help the Lions lose this game?
Oh, of course.
There are so many people right now. And I'm gonna let you talk. But
here's my thing.
I don't want to jump down Dan Campbell's throat yet. Go ahead. Back. Whatever.
Oh no. I have a lot to say it's not a lot. It's just something simple for Dan Campbell.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm willing to elevate Purdy from good to really good is I don't think Kyle Shanahan is given enough credit. And here's why. So there was this whole Twitter debate about this. There was a whole Twitter debate. And if you look at Matt Ryan's numbers in 2016 under Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy, Matt Ryan outperformed. Are we calling Matt Ryan a great quarterback?
I would say he's pretty great, man.
I give Matt Ryan really good. Really good. I think Shanahan makes offenses that are great for quarterbacks because keep in mind, even Jimmy Garoppolo got to a Super Bowl under Kyle Shanahan.
He is at the highest end of good, Leighton. Like the best
Brock Purdy?
Good, no, Matt Ryan is like the best good quarterback maybe ever.
Okay. But I don't think Purdy's better than Matt Ryan. Yet. If he wins the Super Bowl this year, I'm willing to give him great.
Okay. Well, if you win a Super Bowl, you're a great quarterback. You're a great quarterback.
Yeah. That's my stance. He bounced back. Hell of a game last night, though. I got to give it to him. Now for Dan Campbell. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. I think in championship games that are on the line, you have to take every point possible on the field.
Agreed.
Just kick the freaking field goal. Just do it.
Here's the thing is Woody the Duck, the Lions players dropped the ball. Yes. Woody the Duck, 3 little drops and a fumble, 1 on 3rd and 1 on 4th down. I'm not arguing that fact. Okay.
Right.
But those are things you cannot predict. What you can at least control is going for points when you're probably going to get it. There was no weather in San Francisco yesterday to really make kicking a factor, right? Whereas like if it's freezing cold and there's wind or something, you go for it on 4th. But you needed those points. I think you need those points. Now, I know Dan Campbell is like, we're Lions, we go for it on 4th down, but man, at least one of those, you kind of have to go for it.
Yeah.
Because they're not 4th and 1. There was like a 4th and 4. Man, I just, and you got to give it to Dan Campbell in the sense of, okay, his mentality, his work ethic, what he's done with those players, what he's done in the city of Detroit, turning it around. Like, I think this generation of fans, our generation has known both Lions, right?
All right.
These Lions players don't know the shit, right? Yeah. Put them, they want to win. They now have like that ability to win with Dan Campbell. Like, I hate the fact that he came out yesterday and said to his team, hey, this might have been our only shot.
Yeah, that was the worst thing you could say. Like, come on.
Don't ever play next year. That's going back to Detroit. That's going back to Detroit.
You killed all off-season motivation.
Yes. Fuel it. Bring them, go all the way back, right? But in those situations, man,
You wish people just knew how to just make winning simple, please.
Yes.
Make it simple. Kick the field goal, take the points, run the clock. Like, just play the game.
Right.
You had all a regular season to give us a show. Now I need you to win.
Yeah.
And you took it away.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's not all to blame on Dan Campbell, obviously. Like your defense. Let them come back. Freddie Amo, if you don't have an offense as efficient as the Niners offense, if it's not a team effort, so that can't be all on Purdy, but Purdy is trending toward great if you can put together a season full of games like this one. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Freddie Amo. Listen,
I agree with that comment. Actually.
Listen, you have friggin' superhero in Christian McCaffrey. The guy can do everything. And when you've got Debo and Ayuk is playing awesome and
talk about him. Yeah.
Everybody in that locker room at the second half must have just said to themselves, like, we can win this football game. And they came back and they did it. Right.
Yeah.
And yes, he was helped by everybody. But at the same time, Freddie, I'm the quarterback. Everything in football runs through a quarterback. It really, really does. Look at the Ravens yesterday. Lamar Jackson did them no favors. Yes, I know Zay Flowers fumbled on the goal line and all that kind of stuff. But like, he just didn't hit the receivers when he needed to hit the receivers. He played probably his worst game since the Steelers when they lost. Because I saw an OVO Ghost. I think you'll appreciate this. So I think Orlovsky tweeted or somebody tweeted like, nobody's done this to the Ravens all season. It's like, well, the Steelers did it to him early in the season. Now I know the second time the Steelers played him, what's his name wasn't Lamar Jackson wasn't at quarterback. It was Huntley, but we still beat him. Okay.
Right.
There's a formula there. There's a formula to beating Tom Brady, and Mike Tomlin never went to the formula that those Giants teams did, which was get in Brady's face. We had the best defense in football for like 3 years, and we never blitzed Brady ever.
Right.
We played like a weak zone, and he just picked it apart every single fucking time. Every time. OVO Go Steelers did it to him when the whole team was healthy. Yeah. Freddie Airmail, how about the Chiefs getting a playoff game in the new Vegas stadium before the Raiders? Now that's some good AFC West.
Yep. That's why, as a Falcons, I'm still happy for that blown call against the Saints and that Rams Saints. Yeah, no way we would have wanted the Saints playing a Super Bowl in our stadium. No way.
No. But man, for the Lions fans and for the Lions faithful, they're like the Cinderella story was. It was
right there.
It was there.
It was right there.
It was right there. And then all of the evil stepsisters were like, nope, not today.
And what's sad is I think you had the team that could have competed with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You had the team.
Yeah, I agree too. Because, I mean, the Niners gave up 31 points. Let's not forget about that.
Right.
Okay. Listen, if you score 34 points in the NFL and you don't win, that's a problem.
Oh, I know that feeling. 2018 Falcons. Look at us. We were averaging anywhere from 28 to 31 points a game, and we were letting this team score anywhere from 35 to 38 a game. So it was like,
yeah.
You have a
problem. Remember playing the Rams. I remember being in a Steelers home game one time playing the Rams. This was back in like 2003, maybe 2002, 2003, something like that. Mm-hmm. And they were running all over us. And this wasn't even the greatest show on turf Rams. This was like after that. Oh, and okay. Maybe it was 2004, 2005. I mean, it was after the Super Bowl runs, right? Mm-hmm. Kurt Warner, I don't think was on the team anymore. Or maybe anyway. And there's a guy just like screaming in the crowd, like, you can't let this happen. Like, I mean, and I think about when defense start giving up points, I just go back to that moment of like watching this poor old man who had seen the Steel Curtain live and watching this porous defense just letting a Rams know-nothing team run all over him.
Also, shout out to like all the old head fans.
Yeah.
Like, I think of the Patriots fans who knew Patriots before Brady. They're probably having a time right now talking to the young ones like, no, this is what it really is to be a Patriot. Yeah. All the Bills fans like, yeah, relish in this. This is just who we are.
Right.
And now the Detroit Lions fans last night, like, I just too good to be true. Tried to tell you.
Too good to be true. Right. Too good to be true. It's the funny thing is there my buddy who's from Boston will tell you straight up, he wasn't even a Patriots fan until Tom Brady came around. Then he was I'm a fan now.
No, but think about it. It's like I get a lot of slack from some of my friends who are Saints fans. Since my parents from Louisiana, I'm like, I don't think you understand. Yeah. Most people in Louisiana were Cowboys fans before Drew Brees got there.
Really?
Yes. Especially in Southwest Louisiana. You're closer to Texas.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And Houston really, well, Oilers, but then they had all those seasons without. And then the Texans came in and it took a while. Like nobody's going to really jump on the Texans bandwagon until they do.
It was Cowboys country. All the way to Alabama.
Yeah.
Cowboys country. Right.
Totally. How about Jessica, a poll for you? Were there Patriots fans in New England before Tom Brady? How about that? and then do the second poll. Were there Saints fans in New Orleans before Drew Brees? let's start some controversy here. Let's start some controversy. It's at the chat. Our buddy Woody the Duck. Remember the Mahomes versus Goff shootout? Yeah, that was the one at the Coliseum, wasn't it? Like 56-54.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a Monday Night Football game. Was it 2017, right?
Yeah, I think so.
2017.
So in 17-18, something like that. Yeah. That was an awesome game.
I like this question from BC Lion. Which one did we enjoy more, AFC or NFC championship game? I'm gonna go NFC.
Yeah, I think that was like the cooler game.
Yeah.
Right. I think the AFC championship game had the two better plays of the game with that Kelsey catch and the Lamar Jackson pass himself.
I saw a meme of Lamar about to throw in and said, F it, Lamar's out there somewhere. like that's the meme of the night. There it is. Like, good job. Good job, guys.
That's so good. Freddie Emerald, 54-51 in 2018. Highest score ever by a losing team. Wow, that's something. I want to give a shout out to our buddy Crypto Wergen. Hey, Crypto, I'm not sure you saw, but you're working for the top of the leaderboard.
He's number one.
He's crushing it again. A lot of picks and polls yet to go before Wednesday night. Miles, as Robert Frost would say, miles to go before I sleep. Yeah, congrats, buddy. I appreciate you climbing those leaderboards and being a part of Fan Controlled Sports. Woody the Duck, the catch off the helmet in the Niners game was awesome, though. That was
really good. That was really good.
Only 40 times. This is a great Freddie Airmail stat. Only 40 times in NFL history has a team scored over 40 points and failed to win. So in NFL history, 40 points.
All right, Freddie, please let me know if the Falcons are on this list.
Tie in 1964. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, just Freddie, please let me know if the Falcons are on this list. I just feel like we are on this list. So please let me know. I just need to know if we are. There it is.
Leighton, I'm sure you know this stat, but there's only one quarterback in NFL history to pass for over 500 yards in a game twice. Do you know who that person is?
I feel like the answer is Matt Ryan because you pointed it at me, but it's not. Who is it? Ben Roethlisberger?
Correct. It's Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I said Matt Ryan. He's checked down Charlie.
Yeah. I mean, he just, those whole games. Yeah. Thank you, OVO Ghost. My dog right there. That's my Steeler nation. So, anyway, but I don't know the amount of times I've seen a Steeler football game, like a Steeler team score 40 plus points, but I can tell you this much. It's not many because I clearly don't remember them. Like we scored 30 a ton, but 40 points for a Steeler team. I mean,
I get it.
Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. Yeah. OVO goes, didn't he have back-to-back games with like 5+ passing touchdowns? Weren't there 5+ passing touchdowns in those games too? He had like 505 and back to back. One of them was against the Ravens, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the last 40-point game the Steelers had to be the Killer Bees. I don't think the Killer Bees scored 40, bud. I really don't. Oh, wait. You know what? I think on a Thursday night game, we scored 40 against the Titans. Okay, Freddie or OVO Ghost, you could look into that for me. Have you seen the I think is United or American? They put a flight from Kansas City to Vegas, 1989, and then back is 87. Yeah. Woody the Duck, my friend just offered me Super Bowl tickets for $1,200. Take them. If you got the disposable cash, $1,200 is cheap for a Super Bowl ticket. Is it $1,200 each, or is it just $1,200 for one that you would go by yourself? I would say this, and I know this is like bougie as F. I've been to a Super Bowl. I saw my team win. I never need to go again.
Oh, it's for, we've talked about it. If the Falcons ever make it back to the Super Bowl in their lifetime, we're going.
Yes.
Hands down. You got to go.
Yeah. It was awesome. OVO goes, yes, 5 TDs and 6 TDs in back-to-back weeks. Yes. That's Ben Roethlisberger. He was on fire that season. We were so good. Oh, and here you go. I see the Falcons on the list once as the winners, 47-41 over Green Bay in 1983.
I got to find that game. I know it's on YouTube.
Where's the trivia? The Pittsburgh Steelers put up 52 points against the Panthers. Whoa, on November 8th, 2018. How do I forget that game?
Well, looks like you got to watch the highlights again after the show. You got to do it.
That's my birthday present to myself. The highlights of that game.
Yeah, get your funfetti cake and turn on the highlights, and there it is.
Wow. BC Line, my 2 Grey Cup tickets behind the home bench in November, $750. Not bad,
but
$750 Canadian, so like $8 American. I'm kidding. I know it's like
terrible.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So his friend is the team chef for the Raiders, so he must have gotten tickets. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, Freddie Airmail. There's also their 42-45 loss to the Jags in that playoff game. That's I thought that game didn't go into the 40s, but now I know. I remember it went into the 40s. I was at that game too. It was horrendous. So bad.
Yeah, I think even if it's $1,200 a piece, you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're spending over like $2,100 a ticket, it's not worth it.
Right.
But if you can get it between $1,000 and $1,500, I'd go. I'd take it.
Yeah.
Again, go if you get a chance to go to a Super Bowl and your team isn't playing for free, go.
Yes. Don't just go just to go.
Just to go.
I think your team needs to be in it.
Because really and truly, it's not worth it to go just to go. It isn't. It's
really just not like a football game with confetti, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like an elaborate halftime show, but like that's really it. Like,
but yeah, I mean, I saw Bruce Springsteen, but here's the thing. What do you do at halftime, Leighton, in a football game? What do you do?
Oh, we usually just go to the restroom.
Correct.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, you get something to drink, you get some food, and you go back to your seats to watch the game you're there to watch.
Yeah.
So I missed like half of Bruce Springsteen, and I honestly like really didn't care. I mean, I love Bruce Springsteen. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a white dude from the East Coast. Like it's like I'm ingrained in me. I'm supposed to like Bruce Springsteen. But
so like every kid is given like a Bruce Springsteen album when they're born.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Especially if you're from New Jersey, you get circumcised in the shape of the Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
Greatest hits out.
Got it.
Crypto Wergen wants Woody the Duck to wear his Letterman jacket to the Super Bowl, which I second. Yes, please, Woody.
Gotta do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this one? Freddie Emerald. Falcons also beat the Seahawks 44-41 in the 2007 season finale.
It's not a sad day to be a Falcons fan. Look at that.
It's
not too many of these.
I.e. the no Vic year. Huh. Interesting.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Do you know who the guy Stavros is? He's a comedian from Baltimore. Have you seen him? He's on Barstool sometimes. He's got that long, straggly hair. He's fat.
Yeah.
Teeth. You know what I'm talking about? He's got that Baltimore accent.
Mm-hmm.
I love when he talks about how people in Baltimore are like they like Lamar Jackson, but they're still just racist enough. They're like, what about Joe Flacco? And on the flip side of things, people in Atlanta are like, yeah, Matt Ryan was good, but Michael Vick.
Yeah. Oh, that's every year. Actually, I just saw last night the debate came up. Who's the best Falcons quarterback of all time?
Yes.
And I'm tired of that debate. All right.
Ruthless Cutie is from New Jersey. I'm almost positive that does not happen here. There you go. OVO Ghost. This is. I'm going to read this like a Pittsburgher. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Leighton, you ready? Ben threw for 522 yards and 6 touchdowns in a wild card game against the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, in a wild game against the Indianapolis Colts. Big Ben threw for 340 yards and 6 more TDs against the Baltimore Ravens. I told you it was a Ravens game with the 6 TDs. And in throwing 6 touchdowns on Sunday, Roethlisberger became the first quarterback in NFL history to throw 6 touchdowns in back-to-back games. So you can take that in your Atlanta Buffalo Wings pipe and smoke it. Okay, how about that?
Pepper.
Ghost. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good job.
Sir, win MVP of the chat.
We're getting cigars this week. I got you.
The chat. Oh, nice.
Can you name the starting quarterback for was it Joey Harrington?
No, it was in 1983.
Oh, 83. The 44-41. I thought that was the Seahawks game in 07. Yeah. So was that Joey Harrington?
No, wait. No. Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, so the 83 one, I think, is Chris Chandler, right? Would he be 83?
I think so. I was going to say Bartowski.
Okay. So this one was 07. So it's not Matt Ryan yet, and it's the no Vic year.
Yeah, it would have to be Joey Harrington or I just saw the picture. Even though he started more games that year, it wasn't Shockley, was it? No, it wasn't DJ Shockley. He never made out the preseason. I just saw a face. Was it was Leftwich our quarterback at one point?
I don't think Byron Leftwich played for you guys. I know he played for the
Steelers. He did. It was Leftwich. Oh,
Chris Redman.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot about Chris Redman. Put him on the dudes saying names like the thing when you sit around and say names about football players, you're like, oh yeah, Chris Redman. Chris Redman is the poor man's Rex Grossman, and that is saying something.
Wow.
Freddie Emerald. Leftwich started a couple games that year, though. I didn't realize that Leftwich played for you guys. Damn.
I totally forgot. I had his Jaguars jersey. I don't know why. I just had it.
Was the game where the offensive line carried him in the field when he didn't have a leg? Was that college or was that the pros?
I think that was the pros. Where did he even play in college? Marshall.
He played at Marshall.
That was college. That was at Marshall.
Yeah. Wow. The starter in 1983 was Mike Morowski. Never even heard of him.
Nope.
When Chris Chandler was there in the mid 80s to like early 90s, right? Or did he go all the way up to 2000?
Chris Chandler. Oh, he was. All right. When do you think he started?
87, 88 to like 96.
Okay. He started with the Falcons in 97.
97?
Yeah, he was drafted in 88, but he didn't get to the Falcons in 97. He played for the Colts, the Bucks, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Oilers all before he got to the Falcons.
So he was a real journeyman, man. Was I way off on Chris Chandler?
2-time Pro Bowler, though. Okay. I'll give it to you.
Well, it's sort of like Bobby Hebert. I mean, Bobby Hebert went to the Pro Bowl twice for the Saints, I think, and played for the Falcons at one point. He ended his Woody the Duck's wife told him no to the Super Bowl with $1,200. Should we do a Kickstarter for
of course. Do they take control?
I mean, I feel like we should start a campaign here for Woody the Duck to get to the Super Bowl.
Of course, why not?
Yeah. I think here's a poll. Should Woody the Duck override his wife? and say I'm going.
That'd be a very uncomfortable night for him. All right, so update, guys. I'm on the couch.
Hey, quick update, guys. I'm not allowed to be a fan of Fan Controlled Sports anymore. I'm like, oh, did we do that? He's been to 2 World Series games, though. That's something I have never been to. I've never been to a World Series game because why, Leighton? My Pittsburgh Pirates have never been to one in my lifetime.
Yeah, I went to the NL Championship game, but never went to the World Series when we hosted.
I in a Pirates playoff game at Old Three River Stadium, I almost caught a foul ball, and an old man, like I was 9, maybe 9 or 10, so like a little kid, right? And the ball's coming, it bounced in like this in the aisle, right on the stairs, right at me, and I got it. It was in my hand, and an old man just like punched the back of my hand, like legit.
You have to. Well, you got to punch the old man.
Yeah, I turned around. My dad was livid. He started yelling at the guy. It was one of those days where like you saw you've never seen your dad like that before, and you're like, don't poke the bear because the bear gonna come and bite you. You know?
Yeah.
Freddie Yermo with a solid point here. Yep. He's a duck. He has wings. He can fly himself there for free. That's I like Ruth is cutie. Yeah, I'm not putting that poll up. It was a joke. We're not gonna do. Yeah,
still worth it.
Here's a poll. If somebody punches the foul ball out of your hand, should you punch that person back or just go and try and take that ball and wrestle it from him? Is that the poll? Hey, Jonathan Peck, good to see you.
Whichever one it is, I think you punch the person. Punch the person. Just punch the person.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Go to a game. You order buffalo wings as, your snack at the game. Okay. You run out of napkins. Do you wipe it on your pants? Or do you lick your fingers?
You have to lick your fingers. You have to. I don't want sauce on my pants.
What about like the bottom cuff of your jeans? It'll wash out. Nobody will ever see it.
No. Lick your fingers. Then you wipe the lick off, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So you lick your fingers, and now you've got your saliva.
Yeah.
Then you wipe your hands on your pants.
Oh. So it's just more of the residue that you're wiping off on the pants. Okay. Oh, this is an even better.
That's a really good one.
From Woody the Duck. Here's the question. Do you throw an opposing team home run onto the field? No. I want to keep that ball.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted to catch a foul ball or a home run, and that's the kind of thing where it's like I pass it down from generation to generation in my family. Yeah.
This is another good question. Who wipes do you wipe the bottom cuff? You've done this?
Yeah, many times. What? Especially in movie theaters when like you get too much grease in your hands from popcorn, just wipe it on the bottom of your jeans.
Oh no, I'm a thigh guy.
No, but then your pants. I mean, I can see your greasy fingers on your thigh.
Okay, so then that's why you lick your fingers.
You're not licking popcorn butter. Well, I guess I guess.
Why not?
Here's a question. You go on a first date. Your date orders wings, and she asks you to lick her fingers.
On the first date? It's a freaky date. In the words of Philly people, man, freak bowl. All right, freak bowl.
I had a bunch of jeans in college that had holes in the cuff from me opening beer bottles on the bottom cuff of my jeans.
What? Okay.
Yeah. You can use the bottom.
She's a keeper. My boy.
No, you let her wipe on your thighs. Freddie.
Oh, Freddie moves fast. All right.
That's the old Notre Dame thigh move. Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, you get kicked out of school for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk briefly, if we can, about our boy Quantes Stiggers.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So I was texting with him yesterday. Mm-hmm. I said, if the Steelers draft you, I'll be first in line to buy your jersey. He's like, no, man, I'll buy you a jersey. And I was like, FCF super proud. Apparently put on a heck of a show at the East-West Shrine Bowl. Or is it the North-South Shrine Bowl? East-West Shrine?
It's East-West, I think.
East-West Shrine Bowl. I'm just so pumped for the dude. And I kind of want to, I would like to know where you would think, let's take our teams out of the mix.
Okay. So okay. All right, fine.
What team, if Quantes Stigger went to a team, obviously I'm not going to root for him if he's on the Ravens. I'll root for him to do well, just not against the Steelers.
I got my team. Okay.
Right. What team would you like to see Quantes Stiggers on, and where do you think he would really succeed?
The Texans.
That's a really good call.
Other side of Derek Stingley back there.
Yeah.
I would like to see him on the Texans.
Okay.
That'd be a crazy backfield for them.
And they've got weapons too, man. And that team is like kind of on the up and up. You know, CJ Stroud, a lot of young talent in there. Ooh. A ton of draft picks.
Green Bay?
You know what, BC Lion? I was thinking Seahawks too. Like they have a decent secondary, famous for that Legion of Boom, but also like always seem to have good cover corners back there.
Do you build like a new Boom era around him?
A new Boom era, Boom 0.0.
Yeah. Do you do that?
But see, if you remember Quantes Stiggers from FCF, he's not a big hitter. He's a ball hawk.
Yes.
Right. But he knows he's just a really good cover defender. So it wouldn't be like Legion of Boom. It might be like Legion of Zoom or like Legion of, I don't know, something of that, because again,
ball
clearly
hawk, BC Lions says ball hawk, Seahawk.
Ball hawk, Seahawk. Yes. Can they ship Jair to the Steelers? Yeah. OVO Ghost likes Green Bay for Quantes. I could see Quantes doing really well in Green Bay. I think I'd like
him on a now Jim Harbaugh led Chargers.
Why was that thought just coming to my head too?
Like, do you see him? Well, first, I think the reason why I'm coming up with Houston, LA, like he's a big city guy. There's two options. Either you play for a big city team like that has the flash, or he has to play for a team whose identity is like Hard Knocks football. That's why Steelers, Packers makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
But he's a guy I think would thrive in an LA or Houston. Like, personality wise too, man. Like he shines.
But I love him to play for. Like I'll tell you a couple teams I don't want him to play for.
Okay, the first one that Woody the Duck just said, I don't want him on the Chiefs.
Not on the Chiefs. No.
Yeah,
I don't want him on a team like the Commanders. I think he'll get buried and somehow like ruined there, right? In Washington. There's nothing for him in Jacksonville. I don't. Don't put he's not a Raider. Can't put him in a Raiders uniform. He's too sweet of a dude. Too good at football.
This is fun.
Oh, there's a cornerback in the draft named Storm Duck. Oh man. Jonathan Peck, I know you guys talk about the Lions loss, but I think the one thing that hurt the Lions is abandoning the running game. Plus one question, will Dan Campbell succeed with both of his coordinators gone? He's hired good ones before. If you know how to hire coordinators, you rarely get it wrong. I think Mike Tomlin is great at hiring D coordinators, and he's horrendous at hiring offensive coordinators. And so the Steelers are constantly in this state of flux where the defense wins football games, but it can't win championships. And we need offenses to win football games so the defense can win the championships. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Woody the Duck, we can't risk him going to jail, so no Raiders.
Good old robbery jab right there. That was good.
Here's the thing to Jonathan Peck's point. I don't think that the Lions abandoned the running game as bad as the Ravens abandoned the running game. The Ravens apparently, and Freddie, if you can correct me if I'm wrong here, I believe the Ravens had 2 carries for 9 yards in the second half.
Okay. I don't know for sure, but yeah.
I think I just heard that stat. It sounds insane to me, but Lamar Jackson can't put the entire team on his arm. He needs help. He's not. They expose that. The Steelers expose that. The Chiefs expose that. The entire second half of that football game was just Big Ten football. It was average offenses going and trying to run the ball against bad defense. The Ravens thought it was going to be a shootout. That's the crazy part about this Chiefs team is they can kind of dictate what they want to do.
That's what's scary about it.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you know what the opening line is for the Super Bowl right now?
No.
Don't look. I want you to guess.
Opening line.
Yeah.
9.5.
You're saying who's 9.5? The Chiefs?
Chiefs.
9.5 points, Leighton. Come on, you're better than that.
Am I?
Come on. You should.
What? 5.5. 5.5.
5.5 at least is a little closer.
School me, Josh. OVO goes at 6.5.
No, this is basically a pick 'em. It's San Francisco minus 1.5 at this point. It opened at 1.5 and it has not moved yet. It's a total pick 'em. Both of these teams are the best. They're awesome. What are the Duck? Yeah, minus. Yeah, it's there's no world in which, again, 1.5. This game could be like 31-30, 28. Right now the over under is 47. I would imagine it creeps to 47.5, maybe even down to 46.5. I don't know. Kind of depends on where that money goes. Because a 24-23 football game, I don't see. I could see it totally being a 24-23 football game, really and truly. Freddie Emerald, their design run rate was their third lowest percentage as a franchise since 2000. Freddie Emerald said 17.5%. So Woody the Duck was pretty close at 2.5 for the Niners. I think I don't know why the Niners are favored, because if I were kind of a betting man, I might flip it, and maybe a lot of the sharps are going for the Chiefs to cover that. I don't know, man. Like the way Patrick Mahomes has been playing this playoff season, and the amount of points that the Lions put up on the 49ers defense, and I think a Chiefs defensive player tore his ACL, so maybe that had I believe it happened like during the game. Woody Duck said Niners won't score more than 21. I would maybe set the over under at point total for the Niners at 22.5. But you're very close, Woody. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to do a ton.
You're right. It was Charles Omenihu.
Yeah.
Towards ACL.
Yeah, defensive lineman. So big guy. That hurts. That really hurts a team like that. I mean, listen, most of the Kadarius Toney is saying that the Chiefs lied about his injury. I still think they wanted him.
Oh, yeah. That's what I actually want to talk about. I think that's one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah.
We just don't want you out there, man.
Yeah.
We just don't. So please shut up. Just take it. All right. You get a free trip to the Super Bowl. You're going to get a ring at the end of the season. Just please.
Yeah.
Don't play.
Is there a world yesterday? Remember when we had Woody the Duck on, he was like, there's going to be a third down where there's going to be a drop ball. And that didn't happen.
That's
so is Kadarius. Yeah. Is it like the Toney curse, right?
Gotta be. I don't know. I would actually like Woody the Duck's opinion on that one.
Yeah. Woody. For the my model has the 49ers by under 1.5. So it's also picked against the Chiefs the last 2 rounds, though. Yeah. Again, Patrick Mahomes is the X factor. So see you later, Beast9. Thanks for popping in. Freddie Emerald, I traded him in one of my dynasty leagues just so I could name my team Tony 2012. Massive letdown.
So right now, who are you taking in the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah, and I'm again super close game. I just think I think there's a world in which Travis Kelce, if he wins, he's done. But he's played such an amazing season. I don't know why he would retire, but maybe he's just, again, tired. His brother retires. He retires. He goes off. He starts making really bad comedies with John Cena that I'll laugh at, but most Rotten Tomatoes will get rotten.
That's not where I thought you were going. I thought it was they would just go on and build their own media platform and let that be it.
Oh, they're going to build a media empire with podcasts. They're going to get all kinds of different podcast people on theirs. They're going to have like a scripted. They're going to probably have a reality show at some point, or they're going to have like their own scripted comedy where it's like, 2 retired brothers and they have to live together in the same house. I mean, there's
endless possibilities there.
They can go into any room in Hollywood and pitch something.
Wow, that would be crazy. The man wins 3 Super Bowls and rides off in the sunset with Taylor Swift. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like the Chiefs are harnessing that Michigan type of us versus everyone energy. I guess I don't know why so many people were doubting the Chiefs like every single week. I guess you got to try and find a hole in the system, but I mean, it's still the Chiefs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
As long as they get there, right? God, man, Freddie Emerald, that's how you get the girl. You ride off into the sunset. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. So we're gonna do a live stream Wednesday for the NBA game. Who's playing again?
We said Nets versus Suns.
Nets, Suns. Boring matchup, but could be a good game. We don't know. We're gonna do live picks and polls there.
Lakers play tonight.
Yeah. OVO Ghost is already stressing out.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching today. We're going to end it a little early because it's my birthday, and I'm going to go have a happy hour cocktail. Thank you, Leighton. The championship games were awesome. What really is a bummer, and I think Leighton, is that football's ending in 2 weeks. Pro football's ending, but guess what? In Crypto Oregon, you will wait and see. You are going to wake up on Wednesday and you're going to do picks with us because everybody's working for the weekend. Is that football's over? Oh yeah. You missed something, but in a positive light, yes, you've got UFL, I guess, and you've got some Arena League, whatever you want to watch football. But the positive of all of this is that FCF is coming back this summer.
Yes, it is.
And I also want to give a special shout out to our friend and the ruthless one, Jess Mola. Okay. Because without her, you guys don't get any kind of live picks or live stream of Karate Combat on Friday night. We totally missed it. Thank you, Jakey Muffins. Thank you very much. And thank you, Crypto Oregon. Without that. So I hope you all enjoyed the fact that Jess Samola covered Leighton in mine, a giant mistake. One would call a epic botch, if you will. Thank you, Woody the Duck. Very, very kind of you. And we loved having you. You're welcome back anytime. I hope you all enjoyed some Karate Combat. The next time we will make sure that we get the date and the day right. Thank you, cool one. And we will make sure we get some live picks in there. We are working very, very hard to make one of the fights in the next Karate Combat fan controlled, if not the next one. We really want you guys to have like a say in some of this fun stuff. Maybe it's like the first undercard, or we get, the next one is in Mexico.
Oh, that should be fun.
Crypto Oregon, when is the next one? Do you know the date of it?
And the day.
And more importantly, the day. So if we were worried about the Wi-Fi in Florida, I would imagine we're worried about the Wi-Fi in Mexico. But we are trying to make a fan-controlled fight happen, and more fan-controlled fights happen within Karate Combat, in the Karate Combat. And whose backyard? Question. That's good. Heard the cops came, which is hilarious. Obviously, I mean, we called that. We knew the cops were going to come.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I was on the first name basis with the cops in my town, although I did grow up in a small town. They knew when I was having a high school party, and they mostly let it go as long as nothing was out of control. But we, again, special thanks to Jess Samola, because without her, we would have got nothing with Karate Combat. And I think you all enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it. A lot of really fun announcements coming in the next few weeks. And fun, and we appreciate everybody in the chat, on the app, and everything in between. So for Leighton Batiste and myself, Dan Campbell, field goals, Brock Purdy being great, for Matt Ryan's really goodness, and for Michael Vick's greatness, and for Ben Roethlisberger's eliteness.
Anyone else, Josh?
I got nothing. Power to the fans and get back to work.
For Chris Redmond.
For Chris Redmond.
Yes.
You fans for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste and Josh Macuga on the Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. If you liked this video, you can check out other videos right here. You can subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, hit like buttons across all the videos, check out all of our shorts and live shows, and as always,